Chosen, today we are going to talk about the strange changes that are happening in your life right now. If you are noticing that everything around you seems different, if you feel that something deep is transforming within you, this video will show you exactly what is happening. Spiritual awakening is one of the most sacred processes we can experience. It is a journey of transformation that completely changes the way we see and feel the world. But there is a specific moment, a crucial point in this journey, that many confuse with the end of everything. And that is what we need to talk about today. When the spiritual awakening is coming to an end, we begin to experience very particular situations. These are experiences that may seem confusing, sometimes even frightening, but that carry a deep meaning. It's as if the universe itself is reorganizing its energy for a new phase. In this video, I will share with you the most important signs that reveal you are completing your spiritual awakening. These are manifestations that appear when your consciousness is ready to make a quantum leap in your evolution. Some of these signs may be happening to you right now while you watch this video. What you will discover here are not empty theories or assumptions. They are spiritual truths that have manifested in the lives of thousands of people who have gone through this transformation. They are signs that show you are being prepared for a new phase in your spiritual journey, something much greater and deeper than you have experienced so far. Each of these signs has a divine purpose, a reason for being that will make perfect sense when you understand the bigger picture. And that is exactly what we will explore today, so you can navigate this transition with wisdom and awareness. Before we reveal these 8 transformative signs, click the subscribe button now and activate the notification bell. Spiritual knowledge is a light that needs to be shared, and together we can illuminate the path for many other chosen ones who are seeking these answers. The first sign we are going to talk about is something that many of you may already be feeling right now. Remember when it all started? There were numbers everywhere, coincidences all the time, intense dreams, strong sensations. It felt like the universe was shouting at you, didn't it? Well, now all of that has started to calm down, to become quieter. You might be wondering, have I lost my spiritual connection? Why don't I feel all that energy anymore? Calm down, chosen one. What is happening is exactly the opposite. It's like when you learn to ride a bike. At first, you need training wheels. You need someone holding you. You fall a few times. But once you learn, everything becomes natural. So, if you are in this moment of silence, of apparent emptiness, know that everything is okay. You are not losing your connection. You are living a deeper, more mature, more authentic connection. The universe doesn't need to shout anymore for you to listen. Now, a whisper is enough. Now, let's talk about something that many chosen ones are feeling in their physical bodies. You may have already noticed that your body is different, right? One day you are full of energy, wanting to conquer the whole world, and the next you can barely get out of bed. Don't worry, this is normal in this phase. It's as if your body is doing a major spiritual cleanup. You know when you decide to organize that closet that has been messy for years. At first, everything gets even messier. You need to take everything out of place, separate what is useful from what is no longer useful. Something similar is happening with your body. Many people ask me about sleep. Why are there nights when I can't sleep at all? And why on other days do I just want to sleep? It's your body adjusting to the new energies. Sometimes you wake up at 3 a.m., completely awake. Other times, you sleep for 12 hours straight and still wake up tired. Your internal clock is adapting to a new spiritual rhythm. Eating habits also change a lot during this phase. Suddenly, that food you always loved doesn't sit well anymore. Or you start craving different, lighter foods. Some chosen ones even become vegetarians naturally, without forcing anything. It's your body asking for cleaner, purer energy. Aches and pains throughout the body are another important sign. It could be a headache that comes and goes, a pressure in the chest, or tingling in the hands or feet. These are energy points opening up, expanding. It's as if your physical body is creating new pathways for this higher energy to circulate. Your mood can also get a bit crazy during this phase. There are times when you are on cloud 9, happy for no apparent reason. At other moments, a deep sadness hits, a desire to cry. Don't fight against this. These are old emotions being released, traumas being healed. It's like a river carrying away everything that no longer serves you. Many chosen ones start to develop allergies they never had before, or old allergies that disappear out of nowhere. The body becomes more sensitive to certain foods, to certain environments. It's as if your senses are becoming sharper, more alert. Your body is learning to identify what is good and what is not good for your new frequency. Temperature changes are also quite common. One moment you are hot, and the next you are cold, even without a change in the environment. It's your energy centers adjusting, balancing. It's like when you plug in a new device. At first it may heat up a bit until it stabilizes. You may also notice that your body reacts differently to medications, alcoholic beverages, and even coffee. What used to have no effect now may seem very strong, or vice versa. It's your body becoming more sensitive, more aware. It is learning to heal itself in different ways. The fatigue that many feel is not ordinary fatigue. It's a fatigue that sleep doesn't resolve. It's because your body is working on other levels, doing a deep cleaning. It's like when you do a heavy cleaning, even after sleeping well at night. The next day, your body still feels the effort. Some people notice changes even in their posture, in the way they walk. It's as if the body is finding a new balance, a new way to move. Others notice that their voice changes a bit, becoming firmer, clearer. These are signs that your body is aligning with your new spiritual vibration. The important thing is to respect this process. Don't force your body to function as it did before. It is undergoing a profound transformation. Rest when you feel the need. Drink plenty of water. Spend more time in nature. Your body knows what it is doing. Trust it. Remember, these changes are temporary. It's a phase of adaptation. Soon your body will find a new balance, a higher, healthier one. You are becoming a lighter, purer being, more connected to your true essence. Allow this transformation to happen in its own time. The third sign we are going to talk about now is something that deeply affects the hearts of the chosen ones. Have you noticed that some old friendships are naturally drifting apart? That certain places you used to frequent no longer feel so welcoming? Well, this is part of the process. It's as if you are changing frequency, just like when you change the radio station. That song that was playing becomes distant, with interference, until a new song starts playing clearly and distinctly. The people and places that were part of your life are like those songs. Some will be left behind, while new ones will appear. Many chosen ones suffer during this phase because they don't understand what is happening. They think they are losing friends, that their family is drifting away. But it's not you who is abandoning anyone. It's your energy that no longer matches certain environments and people. It's natural. It's necessary. You know that friend you always met at the bar? Now you don't feel like going anymore. That gossip circle at work that used to seem so interesting. Now you prefer to stay quietly in your corner. It's not that these people are bad. They are simply at a different moment in their journey. Conversations also change. You notice that you can no longer talk about the same things as before. While the people around you worry about soap operas, gossip, and small problems, you are thinking about your spiritual mission, the purpose of life. and how you can help others. It's common to feel lonely during this phase. It seems like no one understands you, that you have no one to share what you are feeling with. But know that this is temporary. New people will appear in your life, people who vibrate at the same frequency as you, who understand this new phase. It's like a butterfly coming out of its cocoon. It needs to distance itself from the caterpillars to be able to fly. It doesn't mean it no longer loves its old companions. It simply means it needs to follow its path of evolution. You are going through the same process. The universe doesn't like empty spaces. If some people are drifting away, it's to make room for new connections that are more aligned with who you are becoming. It's like cleaning a garden. Some plants need to be pruned so that others can grow stronger and healthier. Trust this process. Don't try to force old connections to remain. Don't blame yourself for the distance. Be grateful for everything these people and places have taught you and allow new paths to open up. Your new energy will naturally attract those who need to be in your life now. Let's talk now about something that is leaving many chosen ones worried. Remember when you saw the same numbers all the time? 1111, 444, 333? There were numbers everywhere. And those crazy coincidences that happened all the time? Well, you must have noticed that this is decreasing, right? In the beginning of the spiritual awakening, the universe needed to grab your attention all the time. It was like a mother teaching her small child, "Look at this, pay attention to that." It had to be very eye-catching because you were learning the language of the universe. But now you already know how to speak that language fluently. Many people message me in a panic. "I'm not seeing the signs anymore. Am I losing my spirituality?" Calm down, chosen one. It's just the opposite. You don't need flashing neon signs in your face anymore because now you already know the way. It's like using GPS. At first, you need it everywhere, but then you know the streets by heart. Your intuition is stronger than ever. You already know deep down in your heart what you need to do. You don't need to keep looking for confirmation in every sign, in every song that plays on the radio, in every phrase someone says. The answer is within you. It's like learning to ride a bike. At first, you need training wheels. You need someone running alongside you, holding you so you don't fall. But once you learn, you simply get on the bike and go. You don't need to think about how to do it. Your body already knows. You know that habit of asking for signs for everything. Universe, if I'm supposed to do this, show me such and such thing. Now you understand that you don't need that anymore. You have developed a direct connection with your inner wisdom. It's like having a direct phone line to the universe, without needing intermediaries. The synchronicities haven't ended. They have just become more subtle, more profound. Before, it was as if the universe needed to shout at you. Now, a whisper is enough. You are more sensitive, more connected. You don't need fireworks to understand the messages. Many chosen ones try to force the return of these external signs. They become anxious, start looking for numbers everywhere, try to create coincidences. Don't do that. It would be like going back to the first grade after already graduating. You have already passed that phase. You have learned what you needed. The true spiritual connection does not depend on external signs. It is silent. It is deep. It is constant. It's that certainty you feel in your chest, that knowledge that comes from within. The external signs were just the beginning of your journey. They were the training wheels of your spiritual bike. Trust yourself more now. Trust that inner voice that speaks louder and louder. You haven't lost your connection. You have become the connection itself. It's as if before you needed an instruction manual for everything, and now you already know how to do it naturally. We have reached a very special point in your spiritual journey. Remember when you started? It was all about you, your healing, your discoveries, your fears to resolve. It was necessary. You needed to know yourself first. But now something different is happening. You begin to feel a strong desire to do something for others. It's no longer just about your healing. It's about how to use your healing to help more people. It's as if a light has turned on inside you, showing that the time has come to share everything you have learned so far. In the beginning of the awakening, you were like a sponge, absorbing knowledge from everywhere. Books, videos, lectures. You wanted to learn everything about spirituality. Now you feel it's time to teach, to share. It doesn't have to be anything grand. Sometimes it's just a kind word for someone who is starting their journey. Many chosen ones feel a restlessness during this phase. It's as if something inside them is saying, "You can't keep this to yourself anymore." It may be a desire to write, to speak in public, to create a social project, to help people who are going through what you have already experienced. It's as if you have filled your spiritual cup, and now it is overflowing naturally to others. You don't need to force anything. People start coming to you asking for advice, venting, seeking guidance. They feel that you have something special to share. Your purpose becomes clearer now. It's no longer that anxious search from before, wanting to discover what your mission is. Now you simply know. It's as if your heart is saying, "This is what I came here to do." And the most beautiful thing is that it feels so natural, so simple. The synchronicities now happen to help you fulfill this purpose. The right people appear at the right time. Opportunities arise out of nowhere. It's the universe supporting you in this new phase, giving you the tools you need for your mission. You realize that your story, your pains, your learnings, all have a greater meaning. Everything you have gone through now serves as light to illuminate the path for others. It's as if you went through all of this, not just for yourself, but to understand and help those who are starting now. Don't be afraid to put yourself out into the world. Don't think you need to be perfect to help someone. It's precisely because you have gone through all of this that you have so much to offer. Your scars are your diplomas. Your experiences are your wisdom. Now let's talk about a change that may seem scary at first, but it is a true spiritual gift. Have you noticed that you are feeling energies in a different way? As if you could read the environment even before entering it. It's as if your spiritual senses are becoming sharper. You enter a place and already know if the energy is heavy or light. You meet someone and can feel if they are okay or not, even if they are smiling. It's like having an emotional radar turned on all the time. At first, this can be a bit confusing. You might ask yourself, am I going crazy? Why am I feeling everything so intensely? No, you are not going crazy. Your spiritual senses are opening up more and more, like a flower blooming. Many chosen ones start to avoid crowded places during this phase. Malls, parties, events with a lot of people can feel overwhelming. It's normal. You're picking up all the energies around you. It's like having super sensitive hearing at a rock concert. At first, it can be very uncomfortable. You may start to feel other people's emotions as if they were your own. Is someone close to you sad? You feel that sadness in your chest. Is someone anxious? Your stomach starts to feel knotted. It's important to learn to differentiate what is yours and what belongs to others. But don't see this as something bad. It's a superpower that is developing. Over time, you learn to better control this sensitivity. It's like learning to adjust the volume on a radio. You decide when you want to increase or decrease your perception. This heightened sensitivity helps you make better decisions. You can feel when a situation is not good for you, when someone is not being sincere, when an environment is charged. It's like having a spiritual GPS guiding you. Your intuition also becomes stronger. That famous sixth sense is sharper than ever. You start to have clear insights about situations and people. It's as if you can see beyond appearances, beyond the masks that people wear. To deal with this increased sensitivity, it's important to create your rituals for protection and energetic cleansing. It can be a meditation, a salt bath, a walk in nature. It's like doing energetic hygiene, just as you take a shower every day to cleanse your physical body. Remember, this sensitivity is a gift, not a curse. With it, you can help more people, understand situations better, and make choices that are more aligned with your path. It's a powerful tool that the universe is giving you. Learn to use it wisely. We have reached one of the most beautiful points in your spiritual journey. You know that need you had to please everyone? To be accepted? To do everything just the way others expected? Well, you realize that this is naturally fading away. It's like taking off a mask that you wore for so long that you didn't even remember what your true face looked like. Now you feel comfortable being exactly who you are. You don't need to pretend anymore. You don't need to fit into others' standards. You start to speak your mind without fear of judgment. Not in a rude or disrespectful way, but with a truth that comes from the heart. It's as if your voice has finally found its natural strength. People may find it strange at first, but soon they realize that this is your true essence. Your decisions become clearer and more straightforward. You no longer need to consult 1,000 people before choosing something. You don't need to make endless lists of pros and cons. You simply know what is right for you. It's a certainty that comes from within, an internal compass that never fails. Relationships change a lot during this phase. You no longer accept superficial relationships or those based on appearances. You prefer to have a few true friends rather than many facade friends. It's like cleaning a garden. Some plants need to be removed so that the stronger ones can grow. Your presence feels different. People sense it. Even without you saying anything, they notice that there is something special about you. It's an energy of truth, of authenticity, that naturally attracts those who need to be in your life. It's like a light that shines effortlessly. You stop comparing yourself to others. Everyone has their own path, their own mission, their own timing. You understand that your journey is unique and that you don't need to copy anyone to be special. It's like a flower that doesn't need to strive to be beautiful. It simply is. The fear of others' judgment loses its power. Of course, you still care about people, but you no longer let others' opinions direct your life. It's like riding a bike without training wheels. At first it's scary, but then you realize you always had balance. Your connection with the universe becomes more natural, more fluid. You no longer need to perform 1,000 rituals or follow strict rules to feel connected. Spirituality becomes part of your daily life, simple and true like breathing. This is the true magic of spiritual awakening. You become who you have always been, without fears, without masks, without needing to prove anything to anyone. It's like coming home after a long journey. You finally feel at peace just being you. The end of spiritual awakening is like the sunrise after a long night. Everything becomes clearer, sharper, more real. You look back and understand that every challenge, every difficult moment had a greater purpose. It's like finishing a great journey of self-discovery and realizing that the true adventure is just beginning. You are no longer that lost and confused person from the beginning. Now you have tools. You have wisdom. You have a deep connection with your essence. Your energy has completely changed. Remember how you felt at the beginning. Anxious, full of doubts, searching for answers everywhere. Now you carry a different peace. It's a silent certainty that you are exactly where you should be. Old fears lose their power. Not that they disappear completely. After all, you are still human. But now you know how to deal with them in a more mature, more conscious way. It's like having an instruction manual for your own emotions. Your mission becomes clearer every day. It's no longer that desperate search for a grand purpose. You understand that your mission lies in the small moments, in the people you meet, in the words you share. It's like a river that naturally finds its way to the sea. Synchronicities continue to happen, but in a more subtle and profound way. You no longer need big signs or flashy coincidences. It's like a dance with the universe. You both know the steps so well that you don't even need to think to dance. Your relationships become more genuine. You attract people who vibrate at the same frequency as you, who understand your language without needing many explanations. It's like finding your spiritual tribe after so long feeling different. The most beautiful thing is realizing that you no longer need to strive so hard. Things flow naturally when you are aligned with your truth. It's like a plant growing toward the sun. It doesn't think about it. It simply follows its nature. Tell me in the comments, have you noticed strange things happening in your life? Is your body different? Are the people around you drifting away or coming closer? Are you feeling an inexplicable peace or a strong desire to change everything? Share your experience with us. You can be sure that many people are going through the same thing as you and need to know that they are not alone on this incredible journey of spiritual awakening.